another way that this is having an effect, Steve, is a big increase in the Social Security cost of living adjustment, the so-called COLA, which happens every year. What was announced last week on the COLAs?
Yeah, so the Social Security program has annual cost of living adjustments. And of course, they use the data with a lag. They basically take the third quarter of each year. So that would be July, August, and September. So they take the inflation, average inflation for those 3 months and compare it to the previous year. And they use a slightly different measure of inflation. It's called the CPIW, which is for wage earners, because obviously Social Security is paid, the cost of the program is paid by wage earners. And so they were thinking they were going to tie the COLA to the workers who were paying the taxes to support the program. And essentially that measure of inflation showed up at 8.7%, which means that everybody who's receiving Social Security benefits this year, when they calculate their December check, which will be paid in January, beginning in 2023, they will all get 8.7% more, which is obviously welcome relief for the seniors and the disabled who are getting those checks, but it obviously has an impact on the budget. I mean, the Congressional Budget Office had estimated about a 6% COLA, and it's now up at 8.7. I think that difference works out to be about an extra $33 billion in cost to the federal budget next year. And of course, that cost will continue because that COLA will go into the base of people's benefits. And then next year, the COLA will be paid on top of that $33 billion. And so it actually compounds. So the big COLAs mean beneficiaries get more, but it also means that the cost to the government and the budget and to the national debt is also more.
I don't mean to cast aspersions, but it seems to me that the trustees had an even lower projection of COLAs when they made their last report. It was
interestingly, the trustees report, which came out at the beginning of the summer, they had estimated a 3.8% COLA. And so, they unlike CBO, which was at 6, which they were too low, the trustees were even lower. And of course, when you factor in the higher COLA relative to the trustees, probably that's going to push up the trust fund exhaustion date by as much as a year. I guess we'll have to wait till next year's report to see what they have to say about that. But there was a significant difference between CBO and the trustees this year.
And between what actually happened. So it's
certainly, yeah.
It's kind of a big miss.
Now that we know the rest of the story, they both were wrong by different amounts. Yes.
Yeah.